Good evening and welcome back to our same topic, that's lesson number 10, cell and cell organelles. Today we'll be continuing from endoplasmic reticulum and then moving on to the next cell organelle, which is Golgi bodies. Now before proceeding further, let's revise something about ER. As we said, ER is nothing but endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum are of two different types. One, the rough ones called as rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the second one called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Well, what is different between both of them? If you can observe them nicely, you will be able to see small granular like structures stuck at one end, which makes the surface uneven and rough. This is nothing but small ribosomes attaching to the folds, or to be very specific, these folds are called as cisternae, and this is nothing but rough endoplasmic reticulum. And the other part of ER, which is without any ribosome, is called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now, as we know that ER is acting like highway, okay, it provides an intercellular pathway for all these different materials to go in and out. There is also one important thing which ER does. And what is that? Let's say, as nucleus is the hero of the cell, and nucleolus is going to send out ribosome. So don't you think the nucleus have to order something for the cell to do? In similar way as our brain gives order to the entire body and the body works accordingly. Same way, nucleus gives an order, and any order given by nucleus can be either in the form of ribosome or in the form of protein. So what will happen is, listen to the story very carefully. From nucleus, this order is going to come outside through nuclear pores. The moment they come out, they get inside ER. Now, when they are inside ER, lot of modification takes place. Okay, for an example, let the order be for a different cell organelle, which is mitochondria. तो अभी ये order mitochondria तक कैसे जाएगा? ठीक है? Now this order is traveling through ER. अभी ER से this order has to go outside, ठीक है? Which is in cytoplasm. So what will happen? The ends of ER, which is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, वहां से ये orders एक पतले से layer में enclose हो जाएंगे. And this leads to formation of a new cell organelle called as vesicle. Since these vesicles are used for transportation purpose, these vesicles are also called as transport vesicle. अभी ये निकल तो गए ER से, लेकिन where should they go? There needs to be someone to direct them. Exactly. So this work of direction or the work of courier service is done by Golgi bodies. The transport vesicle will go and get stick to Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies will accept it. It will work in the same way as you have to send letter to your friend. You're writing a letter, that means you are the head, you are a part of nucleus. And if you need to deliver the letter, you won't go directly. You will first go to the courier service. Correct? So your courier service is the Golgi body. What happens at the courier center? They will first check the letter. They will ensure that if everything is properly written or not. Let's say the address, pin code, they will check it. They will pack it. Same thing is done by Golgi. That means they will accept, they will modify, and they will send it to the respective person. In case of cell, it is not person, it will cell. So Golgi will accept this transport vesicle, make modification, and now this order which is released by the nucleus is ready to go where it was supposed to. तो Golgi इसको कौन से फॉर्म में भेजेगा? Golgi will also send the message same way, right? In the form of letter, that means in the form of vesicle. लेकिन अगर ये Golgi से vesicle निकल रहा है, we will call it as secretory vesicle. Sounds little confusing, right? Don't worry. Everything will be shown to you by using a video. Let's move ahead after ER. You've seen the characteristics. How is ER made up of? It's a continuation of nucleus. It has a fluid connected, and the hollow flattened sac-like structures are called as cisternae. Then we also saw the function. That means if any harmful thing is entering the cell, it is work of the ER to ensure that the harmful thing is converted into harmless thing and then flushed outside of the cell body. This was the last slide which we took during the last lecture. Now what you can see in this slide is on the left extreme there is nuclear envelope marked by pink color lines. At the center you have rough ER, which is nothing but rough endoplasmic reticulum, and at the rightmost side you have vesicles. You'll see these vesicles have some dot like structures. That means they are carrying message. These are nothing but ribosomes. So what is happening is ribosomes on the rough ER, they are responsible to make proteins. Why? क्योंकि सेल को या फिर पूरे ह्यूमन बॉडी को एक ही लैंग्वेज समझ में आती है, which is nothing but proteins. These proteins are packed in transport vesicle. Here is where you are able to see. And then this transport vesicle move towards Golgi apparatus, or you can say move towards Golgi bodies. And finally, our ER works with Golgi to move a new protein to the required destination. Okay. Now here is a video in which you will be able to see how does an endoplasmic reticulum looks like. It's a eukaryotic cell. So let me just give you again a hint. At the center, purple color ones is nothing but the nucleus. Surrounding the nucleus, entire thing is your endoplasmic reticulum. These red lobed structures are nothing but mitochondria. So let's have a look slowly moving inside the cell. This is a nucleolus which you are able to see. Nucleolus is making ribosomes, and these ribosomes are coming outside of the nucleus through a small pore called as nuclear pore. Now you're able to see this entire folded structure, which is nothing but your endoplasmic reticulum. Before that, right now you are in cytoplasm. And these yellow color structures are nothing but ribosomes. Now there is a close view of the ER, one which have yellow dotted structures are ribosomes attached. And this is nothing but your rough endoplasmic reticulum. And the other one, which is very smooth, is nothing but your smooth endoplasmic reticulum. See how beautiful it looks. You're getting it? You're also able to see the pores of the nucleus called as nuclear pores. Now, as we are done with endoplasmic reticulum, let's move on to the next cell organelle, which is nothing but Golgi. You can also call it as Golgi apparatus, Golgi complex, or Golgi material. In some of the other texts, you will also find they are written as Golgi bodies. So do not get confused. It is one and the same. Before that, do you remember how does a Golgi looks like? Very easy. Again, sac-like structure, but little different than that of your endoplasmic reticulum. Number one, how is Golgi different than the endoplasmic reticulum? See, there is no connection. Golgi is not connected to any other cell organelle. That's a plus point. Second, you will see Golgi as very different bag-like structures which are connected from the bottom. Yes, now these are hollow structures. These folds, which are again looking like the flattened sac-like structures, these folds are also called as cisternae. Same, just like ER. But the difference is the total number of folds could be anywhere from 5 to 8. And you will always see that Golgi are surrounded by these circular vesicles. If the vesicle is coming towards Golgi, they will be called as transport vesicles. If they are moving away from the Golgi, see at the bottom. So here is something written as cis phase, and here there should be actually written as trans phase. So what is this cis and trans? Let me explain you quickly using a whiteboard. Now, when we look into the cell, let's start with the basics. So if this is a small cell, it is definite that it will be having a small nucleus. There will be ER surrounded the nucleus, and here you will have the entire Golgi apparatus. This is how it will be. Now let's just focus on Golgi for a while. So Golgi will be made up of irregularly shaped sac-like structures. It could range anywhere from 5 to 8 structures. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will show small vesicles. I guess this option will be better. Okay. Now remember, see if you can see in the left hand side, Golgi's back side has got something called as plasma membrane. Okay. So this end of mine, which I'm going to show in red color, is nothing but plasma membrane. That is end of the cell. Okay. And above this side, there is nothing but endoplasmic reticulum, or to be very specific, here is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So can I say this is the part where Golgi is facing ER, and this is the part where Golgi is facing the plasma membrane, right? Can I say that Golgi is showing two different faces? Yes, correct. So the part where the Golgi is exposed towards the side of ER will be called as cis face. Okay? जहां से Golgi ER से सबसे ज्यादा नजदीक है, that face will be called as cis face. And जहां से Golgi plasma membrane से सबसे ज्यादा नजदीक है, that face will be called as trans face. Clear? So Golgi is going to have two faces. One will be called as cis face, one will be called as trans face. अभी मुझे बताइए, if a vesicle is going to come from smooth endoplasmic reticulum, will it come from cis phase or trans phase? If a vesicle is to come from endoplasmic reticulum, तो कौन से फेस के साइड से आएगा, सिस साइड या फिर ट्रांस साइड? सिस, करेक्ट, वेरी करेक्ट. That means the ER will be releasing its transport vesicle from this side. ठीक है, ये ट्रांसपोर्ट वेसिकल धीरे धीरे यहाँ पे आएगा. It will get attached to Golgi slowly, and what will happen is it will get merged with it. वो अच्छे से merge हो जाएगा. merge हो जाएगा मतलब you won't be able to differentiate which is Golgi and which is vesicle. क्यों? क्योंकि इसी में एडिशन होके वो सैक थोड़ा बड़ा हो जाएगा. नाउ कैन आई से कि उस ट्रांसपोर्ट वेसिकल में जो भी चीजें थी which came here is now inside this sac of the Golgi. Can I say? Yes. So all these materials are now inside the Golgi. If the Golgi is acting like a courier boy, what will the Golgi do? They will accept, they will check, they will modify, and ये bag है ना, इसकी जो भी material connected है. So this material will come to this bag, this material will come to this sac, and finally it will come on to this sac. And what will happen? Then from trans phase, इसका और एक वेसिकल बन जाएगा. Okay? And that vesicle will have all modified proteins जो अपने respective destination पे चला जाएगा. Is this understood? Yes. If the vesicle is coming, I'm repeating once again. If the vesicle is coming from ER, that vesicle is called as transport vesicle. Okay. And if the vesicle is coming from Golgi, it will be called as secretory vesicle. Clear with the concepts? Easy? Okay, cool. Now let's go back to our slide. Remember, the face which is close to endoplasmic reticulum, it is called as cis face. ठीक है? जिस साइड से गोल्जी के सामने ईयर रहेगा, that will be called as cis face. गोल्जी का बैक साइड जो प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के नजदीक रहेगा, it will be called as trans face. Okay, now let's just read the labels given on the diagram in clockwise manner. First, you have cis face, which is describing which is the end of the Golgi. Then you have fusing vesicle, मतलब ये vesicle ER से आ रहा है और धीरे से जाके Golgi के sac को fuse होने वाला है. Lumen is nothing but the hollow space inside those sacs. Okay. Come down to 5 o'clock position. There is a secretory vesicle which is taking an exit from Golgi. Next you have new vesicle, मतलब just form हुआ ये vesicle. And ऊपर again the same thing. These are folded sac-like structures called as cisternae. Okay, now if the Golgi's diagram is clear, let's understand the Golgi verbally. Okay, so what does Golgi do? It will assemble, that means it will do the work of collection, manufactures, compacts and transport. Don't you think yahi kar diye courier company? It is assembling, manufacturing, compacting and transporting. Okay, now what is Golgi made up of? Golgi is made up of 5 to 8 hollow fusing vesicles and flat sacs placed parallel to each other. These are called as cisternae. Remember again, cisternae is a plural form, cisterna is singular. And इसमें काफी सारे enzymes, because enzymes are used to modify whatever order has been received by the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, moving on to the third point. Transport vesicles that pinch off. What is the meaning of pinching off? जो भी ER से निकलते हैं, that is called as pinch off. So transport vesicle that pinch off from ER merge with cis face of Golgi cisterna. I hope this point is very clear. It means जो भी transport vesicle ER से निकल के आ रहे हैं, वो Golgi apparatus के cis face वाले cisternae को आके fuse करेंगे. Okay? Next point. अभी fuse होने के बाद क्या होगा? Modification, obviously. So modified with the help of enzymes and condensed secretions leave Golgi through transphase. See, you can see it. And how do they leave? They again leave Golgi apparatus as membrane bound vesicle. What do you mean? मतलब फिर से vesicle form में वो Golgi bodies को छोड़ते हैं. Okay. Now there is a small diagrammatic representation, just what I had shown it to you, so that you will be able to understand cis, trans and all the working in a very nice manner. Okay. Now in the given diagram, you are able to see, let's see left to right. Okay, let's study the diagram left to right. On the leftmost side, you have nucleus. In purple color, you have your nucleoplasm. Green color margins are nothing but your nuclear envelope. There is a labeling of nuclear pore given to you. Very quickly attached structure to nucleus given in baby pink color is your endoplasmic reticulum. and all dark blue color things are nothing but ribosomes attached to it. You can even see ribosome label which has been given. Okay? So what will happen is, see here you can see proteins. So ये ribosomes जो भी है proteins बनाएंगे, and these proteins will now have to leave ER so that they could go and meet Golgi. How will they pinch off? In which form? What will take place now? How will the proteins leave endoplasmic reticulum? They will be enclosed within a membrane, correct? And that membrane brown structure is called as correct. It is called as transport vesicle. क्यों? क्योंकि ये ER से Golgi तक transport होके जाएगा, right? So I want you to look into this place and see what happens. Proteins are packed and transport vesicle is formed. Now, where will this transport vesicle go? To which cell organelle? Obviously to Golgi. Okay. Now there is a question. This transport vesicle which you are able to see over here on the screen, if it is meeting this face, this side of the Golgi, which is this face of Golgi called as? Which is this face of the Golgi called as? Correct, very correct. Cis face. And which is this face called as? Where you are able to see my cursor moving. Correct, it's the trans face. So abhi, ye transport vesicle will move towards Golgi and Golgi will accept it. Okay, this is the entire Golgi complex. Then what will happen? These proteins are going to be modified inside the body of Golgi, and after modification, they will leave in the form of transport vesicle, no, in the form of secretory vesicles, and finally अगर इस मैसेज को सेल के बाहर फेंकना है तो ये जाके प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन को फ्यूज हो जाएगा एंड वहां से ये मैसेज बाहर चला जाएगा. Are you getting it? It depends कि ये मैसेज किसके लिए है. Okay, so I believe now you've understood. It's a very small video which I'll be showing just to understand how is the transport vesicle coming. Modification कैसे होगा वो इस वीडियो में नहीं दिखेगा, वो अगले वीडियो में दिखेगा after the function part. And how is new secretory vesicle form? Are you guys ready? Okay, let's have a look. So all of the incomings are transport vesicle at the cis space, and the one which are getting released are nothing but secretory vesicle from trans space. Easy to understand? Okay. Now let's have a look at the functions as well. Number one, remember Golgi, although it is doing the work of courier service, it is also a very secretory organ. Why? Because modifications are done because of presence of enzyme. That means it will obviously secrete few things. Second point, it modifies, sorts. What is the meaning of sorting? Alag alag karna based on different category, and packs material that are produced in the cell. अभी in the cell कौन-कौन से material बनते हैं? Which includes enzyme, mucus, proteins, etc. इन सब चीजों को अलग-अलग sort करने के बाद Golgi will dispatch them to various target organs or various targeted cell organelles. Example, plasma membrane, lysosome, mitochondria, any of them. Moving on to the third point, which is It produces vacuoles and secretory vessels. Now you are aware about the term called as secretory vesicles. But what are vacuoles? Don't worry, vacuole is also a type of cell organelle which we will be studying soon. Okay, let's move on to point number 4. It helps in the formation of cell wall, plasma membrane, and lysosomes. Very, very important point. Do not forget this. Again, a diagram given for your better understanding. See, there is an incoming transport vesicle at the cis phase. It get merges with the lumen. Modifications are done inside Golgi, which we are not able to see from the diagram. And finally, through the trans phase, these vesicles, to be very specific, secretory vesicles, take an exit from Golgi. Okay, now this is a very good video. I want you all to please pay attention. In this video, you will be able to see first part is what is inside ER. So you will be able to see all different proteins which are present inside the ER. Proteins will be most of the time shown with blue color in the video. Then a part will come where you are able to see that from ER ये कैसे nicely एक membrane में cover हो जाते and they release from the ER, and finally they are meeting Golgi, which is shown in yellow color. I will be obviously speaking while the video will be on. See, so this is an endoplasmic reticulum, rough and smooth both, which you have seen. Now we are moving inside ER. So this blue color ones is nothing but proteins. Different proteins based on different structure. Now they are going out, getting enclosed by a nice membrane, and the vesicle is formed and released from ER. See how beautifully they take an exit. And now they are going and meeting Golgi. The moment they go inside Golgi, they will be modified. How? By addition of something else, by change in the structure. So now this protein to one of the protein, a carbohydrate will be attached and lipid will be attached. See, this is how they get modified, different structure. And then finally, these are the structures which the Golgi will again release outside in the form of secretory vesicles. I hope Golgi was nicely understood by everyone. Okay. Now, as you know that Golgi is doing the work of courier boy. Okay? But don't you think if cell is performing so many activities, so many different things, so many different processes, don't you think there will be something called as waste generation happening? Right? We stay in a house, but do we produce waste? Yes, definitely. Lots and lots of waste. So even in cell, is there requirement of a bin, a dustbin, or just to call it as dustbin, let me call it as a complete waste management system. So this waste management system will be taken care by a cell organelle called as lysosome. Yes, you heard it correctly. It is pronounced as lysosome. Okay. Now let's understand what is lysosome. First, let me first show you how does a lysosome looks like. So in the given diagram, you will first find a microscopic diagram in black and white color. This is a microscopic image, therefore it's not that clear, but it's a very simple cell organelle, not that complex at all. It will just be an irregular shaped bag-like structure. Lysosomes do not have specific shape, not typically spherical or oval. They could be in any shape. But what work they do is very important. Okay, before we proceed with lysosome, Remember a very important fill in the blank, or I can also call it as a very important give reason. There is a question in your textbook which states that lysosomes are also called as suicidal bags. Yes or no? So, if the cell needs to suicide, who will do it? Lysosome will do the part of suiciding. And how? Let's understand it one by one. Before that, as you saw that lysosome is just bag-like structure, understand this lysosome will have different type of enzymes. And what is the work of these enzymes? These enzymes will digest any foreign particle comes inside, which is coming inside the cell. Unlike, let's say, any type of waste which you generate needs to be thrown out of your house. It could be either from the kitchen sink, it could be either from the basic wash basin, it could be in the form of dry waste, it could be in the form of wet waste, any. But the target is to remove the waste, correct? And that part of the cell will be taken care by lysosome. How the lysosome functions? Lysosome is having very specialized digestive enzymes. This enzyme will kill all the harmful bacteria and germs entering the cell. So remember, lysosome has to be very strong inside the cell. Now, why did I say that lysosomes are called a suicidal pack? Let's understand that. Now, imagine every cell is having some or the other type of function. हर एक सेल को कोई ना कोई काम जरूर करना है. Like every cell is allotted a function to do. अगर उस सेल में कुछ भी खराबी है, if the cell is not performing its function properly or is doing something else which should not be done, that means the cell is creating a problem, right? उस time पे it is better that the cell would die. And how will the cell die? ये जो लाइसोसोम है, ये लाइसोसोम अपने अंदर के सारे एंजाइम्स साइटोप्लाज्म में एंट्री कर डालते हैं. So what happens? The enzymes which are actually present inside the lysosome come openly outside in the cytoplasm, and slowly it will digest the entire cell. Yes, this is nothing but suicide. And what is a different name for suicide when it is for cell? We will learn shortly in functions of lysosome. But till then, let's understand lysosome. Okay, so there is a doubt. Let me quickly address the doubt. Will the cell die, or can the cell can't die without lysosome doing its part? Understand, most of the time cells will divide and not die. Only if the cell is not working properly or is doing some improper thing which should not be done, only at that time lysosome will come into picture. Otherwise, any other foreign particle which is harmful for the cell, lysosome will take care of it, also acting like a security guard, doing all the self, checking done, ensuring that everything is simple for other cell organelles and safe. Okay, so lysosomes are simple single membrane bound sacs filled with digestive enzymes. The most easiest way you can define or explain a lysosome. A lysosome takes care of waste management of the entire cell. This is just what I said. They contain enzymes which kills harmful or toxic substances in the cell. Now here in this specific diagram, understand, like it's a very short video. The video will only explain you how digestion of foreign particle takes place. Now in the video, the foreign particle will be shown yellow in color and the lysosome will be shown bluish in color. And what happens is the foreign particle is engulfed inside the lysosome and slowly it disappears. How does it disappears? Because enzymes, digestive enzymes have started digesting the toxic substance. Let's start with the video. So these are lysosome, blue in color. Now the foreign particle is engulfed by the lysosome. It has started its digestion work and slowly and steadily it will be disappeared. This is how harmless to harmful environment is ensured by lysosome. Okay. In the textbook, it is shown in this way, very simpler way, a single membrane bound structure. अंदर बहुत सारे enzymes रहेंगे. So you can label anywhere inside as enzyme complex. Okay. Moving on to the functions part. What do lysosomes exactly do? Now, as you know, lysosome is acting like the dada of the cell. It will also have other responsibilities, right? What are these other responsibilities? Let's have a check on. Number one, related to immune system. It destroys viruses and bacteria that attack the cell. Number two, it acts like demolition squad. What do you mean by demolition squad? That means it does the work of destroying something. What does this means? So it will destroy all the different type of cellular organelles or organic debris. What is organic debris? Cell ka kachra. So if the lysosome is doing this, is it happening on its own? Does anyone have to give order for it? No, it will do on its own. So if it is doing on its own, this process is also called as autolysis. That means the cell is killing itself for a better purpose. Okay. Point number three, suicide bags. When a cell becomes old or is damaged, lysosomes burst out and the enzymes digest their own cells. This is what I said. And based on this same point, you have an important give reason as well as a fill in the blanks that why our lysosomes are called as suicidal bags, or the fill in the blank could be asked as lysosomes are also called as dash. Their answer needs to be suicidal bags. Now, here is one more twist. What do you mean by starvation? So, if you don't drink water, you feel thirsty. And if you don't eat food, you feel starved, right? So, during starvation, lysosome will digest the stored proteins and fat. इसी वजह से when you are hungry, for some time you'll be hungry, and after few time you'll be like, you know, I'm no more hungry. Why? Because that loss of appetite takes place. And why does it happen? Because lysosome will digest the stored food which is present inside the cell, and all the necessary requirements will be met for temporary purpose. Is lysosome clear to all of you? Yes? No? Okay. Time for our next cell organelle, which is mitochondria. Yes, the name sounds a little weird, but remember, it is very important cell organelle. Why is that so? First of all, how does a mitochondria looks like? It just looks like a loaf of bread. Yeah, you heard me correctly. It looks like a loaf of bread. And if you cut open the bread, you will see curved edges, just like snake is moving from the edges. Yep. And mitochondria is addressed for more than single mitochondrion. Matlab, mitochondrion is a singular noun and the plural noun is mitochondria. Okay. Again, when you study mitochondria, remember mitochondria are also called as powerhouse of the cell. Now, in this particular diagram, the entire bread loaf is cut open into half, and therefore you are able to see curved membrane. So now looking at the diagram, I believe you are now genius to look at the diagram and answer my question. Tell me how many membranes are present in mitochondria? Is it one, two, or three? Very good. Very good. So mitochondria has two membranes. Can I also call this as mitochondria is doubled membranous cell organelle? Very correct. Now you will be able to see the brown color ones is the outermost membrane, which is linear, plain, nice, and smooth. But the inner membrane is very, very folded, right? And it is so heavily folded that the foldings are very deep. कुछ कुछ folds तो center तक आके जा रहे हैं, right? See in this part, heavy folds. So inner membrane is extremely twisted. So can anybody guess what will be the reason for so much folding? Well, I request all the students, please check whether your video is on or it's switched off. Okay, so let me tell about the reason. Let's say you have a piece of cloth. If you keep the piece of cloth open, you will have a specific surface area. But if you fold the cloth and if you keep it, don't you think you will have more surface area? Right? This is what exactly happens. More the foldings, more the surface area of the membrane. Now, do you see some blue color thing inside the inner membrane? How is it looking like? It resembles like what? Is it solid? Is it liquid? Okay. It is something looking like liquidish, but for sure it's not a solid. Okay. And even here, the fold or the inner bag-like structures are called as cristae. See, are you able to see the inner folds? Yeah. Inner folds over here are not called as cisternae. Cisternae are bag-like structure. Here, inner folds are called as cristae. It will very much sound like a Catholic English girl's name, right? So this cristae are nothing but inner folds. Now, the inner membrane is filled with liquidish-like structure. This liquidish-like structure is is not complete liquid. You can say it is jelly-like in its nature. Have you seen a jelly before? Right? So we use the term jelly when we are relating it to something like food. But what when we are studying science? Will it be called as jelly? No, definitely not. We can say jelly-like material, but remember, when it comes to science or when it especially comes to biology, jelly-like substance is called as matrix. It is matrix. Are you able to see the label as matrix? Exactly, because that is jelly-like. ओके अभी हम लोग ने माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के बारे में बहुत कुछ बाहर से देख के वी हैव स्टार्टेड एनालाइजिंग इट बट व्हाट इज द फंक्शन what does mitochondria do or why is it so important that we have to study it the question is very easy but the answer is very very important okay compare this mitochondria with your own body why do we eat food Come on, why do we eat food? Correct. For energy, to get energy, right? But let's understand digestion. We eat food through our mouth, then it goes through entire alimentary canal, right? In the stomach, digestion takes place. Then it'll go to small intestine, then it will be absorbed, and finally, जो भी खाना हम लोग ने खाया है, which is nothing but glucose, goes to each and every cell of the body. Correct? So whatever food you have eaten or consumed is going to each and every cell because every cell also requires energy. Now this glucose is going inside the cell. Don't you think there should be someone, or I would say there should be some organelle which can convert this glucose to energy, right? ये important काम mitochondria करेंगे. So can I say mitochondria is doing the work of production of energy, और इस एनर्जी के ऊपर ही सारे सेल्स काम करेंगे, पूरी ह्यूमन बॉडी काम करेगी. That means they have a major role, like the monitor. Yes. Therefore, mitochondria are also called as powerhouse of the cell. Okay? They are also called as powerhouse of the cell or generators, power generators of the cell. Now we will study how will they make power into higher class. But one more thing which you need to remember is energy. इतना जो simple word है वो हमारे body में we calculate in the form of ATP molecule. What is the meaning of ATP molecule? It's given on the screen. It's nothing but an energy molecule and its full form is adenosine triphosphate. Before that, let's read out the entire sentence. Mitochondria are rod-shaped organelles that can be considered the power generators of the cell. यहाँ तक सबको clear है. I am very sure. Now, how do they generate power is the question. Let's continue reading. Converting oxygen and nutrients. What do you mean by nutrients? Glucose into energy, or energy is what? It is nothing but ATP, right? So we will study this. How is this conversion done slowly and eventually? Before that, I will quickly show you a video by which your imagination of mitochondria will be little more better. So this is what you're able to see is a closed, or it's the mitochondria in its natural form. And how many mitochondria are you able to see in the video right now in the picture? How many of them? One. So should I call it as mitochondria or mitochondrion? Correct. It should be called as mitochondrion because it is singular. It's single. When it's more than one, they are referred as mitochondria. Okay, now let's begin with the video part. The mitochondria is cut open for our understanding. It does not go in that way. We'll be able to see nice two edges, one given in the darker one, which is outer membrane, and the inner extremely folded ones is the inner membrane, and the foldings are called as cristae. We'll highlight and go a little more into depth, and you're able to see jelly-like material, which is nothing but the matrix. This is the matrix part. Outer membrane and curved with nice curves and folds is inner membrane. And this entire part which you are able to see is cristae. Cristae. Okay. Moving on to the characteristic part. Don't worry, it will be the last cell organelle which I'm teaching for the day. Number one, it is double membrane bound organelle. Okay? Outer membrane is porous. Now, who can tell me what is the meaning of porous? What is the meaning of porous? Correct. That means outer membrane of mitochondria has pores. ये पोर्स क्यों है ये मैं आपको अभी एक्सप्लेन करूंगी, डोंट वरी. हम लोग ने अभी क्या देखा दैट माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया विल मेक एनर्जी और विल प्रोड्यूस एनर्जी. हाउ विल इट प्रोड्यूस एनर्जी? बाय यूजिंग टू थिंग्स. नंबर वन, the food which we eat, which is nothing but glucose, and number two, that is oxygen which we breathe. So we inhale oxygen from heart, it is pumped to each and every organ, and each and every organ is also made up of cell. So whatever we inhale, even right now, wherever you are sitting, standing, doing whatever, every cell is breathing. Yes. And that oxygen which is entering the cell, along with the food which you have eaten maybe in the afternoon or you're eating right now, is together forming energy for your body. Sounds amazing, right? Yes. The inner membrane is deeply folded and is selectively permeable to few substances only. That means ये जो inner membrane है ना, ये सिलेक्ट करेगा किसको माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के अंदर एंट्री देना है, किसको एंट्री नहीं देना है. क्यों? बिकॉज आउटर मेम्ब्रेन पोरस है तो बहुत सारी चीजें अंदर आ सकती है, तो एंट्री रिस्ट्रिक्ट भी तो करना चाहिए. ये काम करेगा इनर मेम्ब्रेन. नाउ these folds are called as cristae, the one which we saw. And remember, inner chamber contains fluid matrix, which is the jelly-like substance. So this diagram is what we have already seen. Let's continue with the points. इसके अंदर क्या क्या है? That's in the matrix. So inner membrane or the inner cavity is filled with proteinaceous gel. That means gel जिसपे काफी सारा protein है, which will be called as proteinaceous gel. Like matrix, that means like jelly, and it contains three main things. Do not forget, they are very, very important. Ribosomes, phosphate granules, and DNA. Now you will wonder कि DNA तो न्यूक्लियस के अंदर था, तो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के अंदर DNA कौन सा आया? Remember, ये एक बहुत ही अलग एंड बहुत ही स्पेशल सेल ऑर्गन है. क्यों? क्योंकि माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के अंदर उसका खुद का अलग डीएनए है. यस, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया इज लाइक मैं अगर एनर्जी बनाता हूं तो मुझे खुद का अलग डीएनए चाहिए, इसलिए माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के पास खुद का अलग डीएनए है. एंड क्योंकि उसके पास उसका अलग डीएनए है, तो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया खुद के अलग प्रोटीन बनाएगा. ओके, नाउ हियर कम्स हाउ इज एटीपी और एनर्जी फॉर्म. माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के अंदर क्या क्या आएगा? द फूड विच वी ईट, विच इज नथिंग बट ग्लूकोज, and the oxygen which we inhale. So glucose plus oxygen, which is O2, makes or is responsible for production of energy. And how is energy calculated? Energy is calculated in the form of molecule, which is ATP. Full form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Now, when you will study chemistry, अगर किसी भी substance को oxygen add कर दो, can I say it is oxidation reaction? Yes. Yes. So can I say the reaction which you are able to see, usme glucose is getting oxidized or the food is getting oxidized? Absolutely. Right? Coming to the next point. The energy released in this process is stored in the mitochondria in the form of ATP. And last important point is that plant cells have less mitochondria than animal cells. Very, very important point. Functions. What is the function of mitochondria? To produce energy rich molecule, which is nothing but ATP. To make synthesize का meaning is to produce, ठीक है? To make proteins, carbs, lipids, etc. by using the energy, which is nothing but ATP. And very, very important fill in the blank is that mitochondria are absent in red blood corpuscles. ये fill in the blanks काफी बार एग्जाम में पूछते हैं. All right, the last video of the day. These are loaf-like mitochondria which are able to see. If cell has to work less, then less mitochondria. If the cell has to work more, then you will see more mitochondria. See how cellular respiration takes place. अब ये ऐसा सेल है जिसमें ज्यादा एनर्जी की जरूरत नहीं, इसलिए माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया कम है. Another cell will have more mitochondria. Okay? Okay. Time's up.